All right. Just a little bit of an early April Fool's joke. That was actually our blooper reel.
Should we keep the fans guessing or should we show them the real highlights?
Now that their guard's down, Alexis, let's show them what our team can really do. Check it out.
Yeah, 2K TV in the house.
All right, let's see. Missed free throw, great rebound from John, and great outlet pass from John. Danny pulls up for the J. That's what I'm talking about.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Now it's in.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per...
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And the Clippers starting five. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubac in at the five. And for the Nets, we've got Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Green in at the four slot. Green against Batum. Jordan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Green. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
Now, here's George. A 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Pass to Harris. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Harris.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Jordan finds Harden. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Jordan the pass to Irving. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. Harden hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Nobody near George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And George kicks the run. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nets leading by 4. Harden outside. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Irving. Over George. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Rondo dishes to Morris. Rondo against Johnson. And that one, good.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Rondo against Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Inside. Here's Mann. Finished off the break. It's all knotted up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Brown. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Brooklyn. Let's take a quick break now and then. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Griffin. Johnson is out there with Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Clippers able to drain the 3. Johnson inside, guarded by Jackson. Here's Luwawu, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Morris with the ball, picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Griffin passes to Brown. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now here's Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Griffin against Batum. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
The pass to Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Morris for 3. Kept alive. Here's Mann. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Morris. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Luwawu. Sweet move. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Brown after the basket by Los Angeles.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Now here is Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jordan kicks to Irving. Harden outside. Jackson against Irving. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Harden against Jackson. Claxton. And that one is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Clippers leading by 3. Rondo dishes to George. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead of both. And that's all we have.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Here's Jordan, and the rejection by Zubac. Back to Jordan. Batum with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Harden bounce pass. In the corner, it's Harris. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Green, and it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Brown kicks to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. George with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Morris inside. Harris is there. Shoots. Rejected by Harris. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers have possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Batum for 3.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. On the wing, Harris. To the paint, Batum with the steal. Here's Mann, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Brown the pass to Claxton. In the corner, Harden, shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. He gets that one. And the Nets lead by 1.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Rondo. Banked in off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Brown outside. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Rondo with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Harden with it. 6 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
George looking over the floor. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. The kick out to Irving, beyond the arc. The rebound by Patterson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morris, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Claxton the pass to Griffin. It's Brown on the wing. Morris with the rebound.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Leonard. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Griffin. Here's Irving. Off on that one. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And the Clippers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
We've got Harden. Green is out there with Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
The Clippers in the lead, 3-on-3. Here's George, and it's blocked by Jordan. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Here's Harris. It's deflected, and the foul on Joe Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Outside, George. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
Green against Leonard. The drive by Green, and they take the lead. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Here's Jackson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Irving attacking Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harris has got his first basket.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's George, and Jordan sends it back. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard. From the oh!
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Irving looking for an opening. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking. Outside for Batum. Pass to Jackson. Here's Zubac. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Outside Irving. There's the lob to Harden. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard with no one around. They get it back, and George kicks to Batum. And the call will be against Harris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Leonard against Harden. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Back to Jordan. 5 on the clock, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside Rondo. Leonard against Harris. Leonard dishes to Rondo. Back to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks it out to Harden. Passes it to Harris. Irving for 3. Back to Harris. On the wing, Irving. And Brooklyn turns it over again. .50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
13 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And that one drops.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Rondo. It drops.
And this is why Rondo is so special. A proven champion who time and time again comes up big in critical stretches of the game.
Irving up top. Pulls up on the wing. Another miss by Irving. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center downtown. And
Hey, Kevin,
there's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for the Clippers, they've got Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And the Bucks with possession. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Portis. Puts the move on. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. George, no good. It's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Oh, Leonard in position. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. 5 to shoot. And that was a strong dunk.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Now, here is George. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Jackson misses.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And that one's good, George.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Back to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
Now Giannis. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is George. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Portis drives in. Giannis kicks to Forbes. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the ball. In the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Leonard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
And Middleton with the block. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Back to Tucker. Middleton against Leonard. Middleton the pass to Lopez. The shake. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Holiday against Rondo. Here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Patterson. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. He hits it from 9. Fires from the line, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Antetokounmpo. Also Antetokounmpo out there. Bobby Portis out there with Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Here's Rondo following the basket by Giannis. Rondo looking over the floor. Outside, Batum. Shot clock at 6. And Patterson kicks to Batum. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on him.
Outside Rondo. Holiday with the block. Giannis against Kennard. Outside Rondo. Pass to Patterson. And here's Kennard. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Antetokounmpo against Batum. The pass to Rondo. No good that time. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, And guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Bucks leading by 6. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. George against DiVincenzo. To the right side. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
And here's George for 3. George missing again. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Jackson. Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Stops. Pops. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Middleton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Middleton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Clock at 4. Here's Zubac outside for George. Off the left rim and out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
You know, one of the...
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Looking to get back on track here. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bucks leading by 10. Outside Holiday. Lopez right side for 3. Middleton. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patterson is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Clippers trail by 8. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. No good there. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Holiday looking for an opening. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 12 in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. Outside, George drills the three-pointer. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And it's good, 2 points. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. The layup off target. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Batum. Kennard on the wing. Now here's Batum, guarded by Tucker. The shot's good from Kennard.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. And Milwaukee also making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, sometimes all you can do is knock Middleton around, be physical with him, and hope the shot doesn't go in. I mean, he's got a long, expansive reach and a nice soft touch inside, and that presents problems for the defense.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
32 seconds left in the third. Jackson passes to Kennard. Pass to Oturu. They double him with Middleton. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Jackson. Shoots over DiVincenzo.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to...
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. He lobs it up. DiVincenzo finds Tucker. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Leonard inside. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Morris against Antetokounmpo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Milwaukee in the lead. And here is DiVincenzo. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Here's Jackson. He kicks it to Morris. Outside Rondo. Back to Morris. To take the lead, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Lopez outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Now Leonard, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
The shot by George, no good. Zubac from deep. The shot by George, no good. Bucks leading by 4. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To stop the drought, Zubac trying to break loose. And the layup good by Leonard.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
DiVincenzo with it. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Down his left side. And the rejection by Zubac. They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Leonard attacking. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 4. Here's Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he makes that one. And the Bucks lead by 6. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Nobody near Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game.
Now here's Giannis. This one for 3. The shot misses. And so the Bucks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for...
I'm the 2K MC, and I am not happy right now. First, someone stole my bagel out of my 2K toaster, then they covered my car in sticky notes, and now my top plays folder is just...
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Buck. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of... Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. And for Milwaukee, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Bobby Porter's out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Harden. Claxton the pass to Harden. Second shot opportunity. Green, no luck. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer, and he lays it straight in.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Irving, good. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
And it's blocked. Green with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Harden scanning the floor. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Pass to Connaughton. Back to Giannis. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Harden the pass to Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Harden against DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Tyler Johnson comes in for Irving. Johnson against Holiday. Brown feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Tucker. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Holiday finds Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Don't mistake that Lopez shoots threes now more often, that he can't go down low at that size and do damage.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Nets trail by 3. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Johnson dishes to Jordan. Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. Inside. Griffin kicks to Johnson. It's Brown on the wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Johnson against Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton from downtown. The rebound by the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and in that one they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3-ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
And he gets it to go. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
Lopez powering through that time.
And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Luwawu in at the 3. Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Now, here is Irving. Count that one.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Here's Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. The feed to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
An outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard. And a great feel for when guys are open.
Now, here is Harden. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Claxton, and the shot goes in. Claxton's got 6.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Giannis. 11 points in the game. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. But they get it back. Another shot. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from James Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here is Harden after the basket by Milwaukee. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Middleton outside to the middle and to Antetokounmpo. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And they're pushing it up. Here's Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
One of the more skilled offensive.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bucks leading by 5. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Portis. DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Johnson surveying the floor. 51 seconds left here in the second. Outside Griffin. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Tucker. And that one's good, Griffin.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He's guarded by Johnson. There's the pass to Forbes. To the inside, Portis. Back to Forbes. Shoots over Brown. Forbes can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Fires it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points. That about wraps it up. Time now for...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. If you look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Guarded by Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 3.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Antetokounmpo against Harden. And Antetokounmpo shoots it in.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Harden left side. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Milwaukee leading by 3. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Middleton looking it over. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Green, the pass to Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Claxton's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Passes to Lopez. On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Green. Count it! In 11, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Holiday is right there.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
Brown outside. Outside for Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Johnson. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. A moment here now to see the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Luavu. Brown the pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here is Holiday. The dish to Antetokounmpo. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Holiday. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it, and after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. Can't cash in from close range. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Now Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out. A huge target on the fast break.
And here's Holiday. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over, that happens. They pin 3 more onto the lead at the last possible second.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Now Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim. Love the power on that dunk, too.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Pass to Harden. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he can't bank that one in. Outside Portis. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Portis. He dishes it to Holiday. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nets trail by 8. Harden outside. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. Here's Harden. On target from 13 feet.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Forbes dishes to Lopez. That one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. And the rejection by Giannis. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. And it's Harris off the drive. To the inside. Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Giannis inside. He's covered by Irving.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Harris inside. Lays it up off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jordan's checked in. Here's Portis. And the 3 off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Kick out to Giannis. And it's off from 3-point range. Brooklyn with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Here's Antetokounmpo. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Forbes. The 3-pointer, no good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
From deep Harden, and there's the triple. A big 3-pointer, but we might have a review here. And the last shot is going to be reviewed. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets overturned, which would end the game. However, if it is ruled good, we'll be heading to overtime.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Here's Portis, and he banks in the layup. Portis has got the first basket here in overtime for the Bucks. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2, and so they foul intentionally. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Griffin. Rebounded by Tucker.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Antetokounmpo. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Harden outside. Jordan dishes to Irving. Harden the pass to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And the Nets miss again.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Nets trail by 8. Harden outside. Looking to end the run. Harris with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Harris looking it over. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9. The Nets have gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period. Harden dishes to Green. Stolen by Tucker, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 9. Irving with it. Harris shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. Both good from the line that time. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Outside Holiday. The pass to Forbes. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harris kicks to Irving. Back to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job of pulling the trigger when he's open.
Now here is Holiday. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. And David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Before we get...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
So the Nets starting five. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center position. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Irving misses.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Claxton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now, here's George, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Harden bounce pass. Jackson against Harris. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harris passes to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. From the arc, cans it from downtown. Irving's got 5 now.
This is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
Nobody near George. And it's George again missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Green finds Harris. Back to Green. Harden against Leonard. Harden the pass to Claxton. No good. Shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
And staying with the play, Harris.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Makes it off the glass. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton, kicks it out to Harden. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. He feeds it to Jordan. Back to Johnson. And there's the pass to Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Rondo looking over the floor. And Jordan sends it back. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Here's Morris. The rebound by the Nets. Griffin kicks to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
Here's Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then it's Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Johnson, and it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And the dunk by Brown. Brown's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Johnson against Rondo. Here's Oturu. Boom, he jams it straight down.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Johnson outside. Passes it to Luau. Inside. Jordan the pass to Luau. It's tipped.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Here's Mann. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low, Oturu, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
No good that time. Great D that time from Rondo. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Kennard. And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Bruce Brown. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the Nets miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They now take the lead. Mann's got his first bucket in this one.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Shoots from the elbow. Irving misses. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Lock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. They get it back. And it's blocked by Jordan. They recover it. Blocks it again, and they'll keep possession. That one good for 2. Nets trail by 4. Harris outside. Griffin trying to get open. Harris misses. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's good. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Harden against Rondo. Harden kicks to Jordan. Feeds to Griffin. They could use a bucket, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Shot clock at 5. The feed now to Jordan. And stolen by Patterson. Harris against Kennard. Pass to Mann. Rondo against Irving. Now here's Patterson. He's tightly guarded. Harden with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, when healthy, Blake Griffin is still a force. He's an athletic, multifaceted big man.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
55 seconds left in the first half. George with the ball. 6 points for him. For the three. That shot off the mark. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
Yeah, well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now Jackson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Out left to the wing. Zubac's in the post. He's against Green. Here's Leonard. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard. And now with the second half about to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Ivica Zubac, who's out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Harden, the kick out to Irving. Back to Harden. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 6. Yep, it counts. George has got 8 points. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Shot to stop the run. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Leonard against Harden. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. Outside for Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Irving. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway. along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. George looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And then for Brooklyn, Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Johnson outside. To the middle, here's Claxton. Pass to Luwawu. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good work defensively by Morris. Rondo finds Leonard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Johnson down low. He's covered by Rondo.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Morris, no good. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 13. 2 points, that one goes. Luwawu's got his first points in this one.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside, George. But they'll get another chance. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Nets trail by 11. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Brown out there with Johnson. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at center, locking down the middle. The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Griffin's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jordan the pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's what Griffin is known for best. His unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
Rondo against Johnson. Back to Rondo. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's hauled in by Brown.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Harris inside. He's against Morris. Harris looking it over. 6 to shoot. And the pass to Jordan. Back to Harris. Johnson for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Brooklyn, Irving comes in for Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Johnson. George passes to Zubac. Misses off the left iron. Nets trail by 9. Harris outside. Harden outside. Back to Harris. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. They get the rebound.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Clippers call time here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. And the Nets also making a change. Brown's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks, David. Outside for Griffin. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Kennard.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Brown dishes to Griffin. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. The three from Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
And there it is for him. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. Outside for Batum. Now the pass to Kennard. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Harden outside. Brown the pass to Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Left side Jackson. Back to Patterson. Lets the three fly. That shot off. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. That one goes. Count it.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kennard. Passes it to Batum. Back to Kennard. Over Irving. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
Irving from long range misses the shot. So the Clippers with the win, even early on in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared. So a moment now to see the story for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Holiday. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Holiday dishes to Lopez, stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard, no luck. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot is off. Here's George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 5 on the clock. And Jackson gets it to go.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Giannis. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Giannis is a beast, a Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
George looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Giannis passes to Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here is George. A 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. And a missed layup. Here's Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here is George. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Here is Forbes after the basket by Los Angeles. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside. The Clippers trail and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George, no good.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Middleton outside. Tipped away. Paul George with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Kennard. It's good. This game is all even.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And George, here we go. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here is Forbes. Over Rondo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know, that's what Forbes has to do now. He's got to be aggressive, force the defender into a tough spot, and be ready to handle that contact.
From deep, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Milwaukee. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Bobby Porter's out there with Antetokounmpo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. No dice from the high post.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now here's Rondo. Morris outside. The 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Giannis passes to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc, Milwaukee with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Oturu. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee in the lead. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Finished off the break. Giannis has got 11 points.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Outside Rondo. He kicks it to Patterson. They double him with Giannis. Jackson has the open look. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee. Outside Rondo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Now here is Holiday. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Rondo with the steal. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. The putback. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Patterson kicks to Morris. Outside Rondo. To the inside. Oturu. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Here's Holiday, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Now here's Jackson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Got a hand on it.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
DiVincenzo against Jackson. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here is Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Paul George with the steal. Kennard against DiVincenzo. Passes it to George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the paint. 3 seconds left. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's...
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. And Shaq. And that's going to do it for our halftime show.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here is Forbes. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And Leonard has it in the corner. On the wing, George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bucks leading by 3. 3 on 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. The Bucks shooting 55% from the floor. We're feeling very confident offensively.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Basket counts. Giannis has got 23. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And George kicks to Zubac. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Man, he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Keeps it alive.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Rondo, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, who's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And he gets contact, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Portis. Fires for 3. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got his first 3 points of the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Patterson can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Connaughton missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch
of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Milwaukee leading by 10. From 20 feet out, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Oturu's got his 4th rebound in this one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Outside Holiday. Got a piece of it. Outside Leonard. No good on that one. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Outside Holiday. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George with the ball.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Middleton outside. Back to DiVincenzo. And Holiday has it in the corner. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 27.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
DiVincenzo against George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here is Forbes. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. At the top of the key, Lopez. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's George. The step-back jumper is good. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. And Batum kicks to Jackson to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Outside, Batum. Back to George. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Timeout. And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. Takes a three. Good on the triple. And the Bucks lead by 7.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do. Confidence and experience coming into play here, but Batum embracing any opportunity to take these clutch shots.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Jackson against Middleton, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Here's George. Money!
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Nobody near Leonard off the mark. And so the Bucks take the win. It what? All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... This should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this, in the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. And here's Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Irving. Right side, Jordan. Harris outside. The kick out to Irving. 4 on the clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. Lopez with the buckets.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living, Kevin.
Harden outside. Inside. Here's Jordan, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Here's Irving after Drew Holiday's score. Irving looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Holiday finds Lopez. Irving against DiVincenzo. Lopez left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Nets trail by 6. On the wing, Harris. To halt the run, it's good. The assist that time from Harden.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Now here is Holiday. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Irving, good.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Green against Giannis. Outside Holiday. Kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Pass to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
No good from Jordan. Bucks leading by 5. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now, here is Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
That one doesn't go. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harden outside. Brown kicks to Green. Here's Harden. And no good. Great D that time from Portis. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Out to Harris. Here's Claxton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Bucks leading by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Connaughton missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Middleton can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got a piece of it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right wing. Portis kicks to Connaughton. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nice open look, but it's no good. Nets trail by 7. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Harden the pass to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Giannis dishes to Forbes. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket is good. He'll get it. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jordan finds Harden. Here's Jordan. Hangs in the air. He takes it up and lays it in. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
And the shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 5.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here is Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 6 points.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Left side, Antetokounmpo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Nets trail by 5. Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And it's blocked by Jordan. Pass to Irving. All sorts of time. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And a close game so far through the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get up.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Giannis in at small forward. Here's Giannis. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Irving passes to Green. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Lopez with the steal. 3-on-3. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Irving.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Jordan, good work there as it goes. Jordan's got 8. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams...
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Johnson outside. Back to Brown. Griffin passes to Claxton. That's tipped and stolen by DiVincenzo. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And he misses the fast break layup.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Brown kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Johnson against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Johnson's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Giannis, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Claxton, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Irving. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Holiday, the pass to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton can't get it to go. It's tipped. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Martin, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Count it. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Holiday left side. Passes to Portis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Jordan with the jam.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Portis banked in off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks leading by 10. And Middleton kicks to Portis. The pass to Tucker. Now DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Irving passes to Green. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Brown out there with Johnson. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4th spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
And the first one drops. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Irving can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Offline with the baseline jumper. Nets trail by 13. Here's Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Right side, Green. Claxton the pass to Irving. Over in the corner, Green. Nails the corner three.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harden. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Green. On the wing, Harris. Lopez covering. Here's Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving against Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton for 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Irving can't hit.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton for 3. That one's not going to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Middleton against Harris. Holiday the pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 11-point game. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Connaughton, and he jams it with authority.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Forbes. Connects from three-point range. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo with the ball. The 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And both free throws good for Green. And Milwaukee has possession. And so the Bucks take the win. They came in. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.